an audio test.
I also completely missed the first video because I was working, so
Great.
no words from that.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Great start. Great start, everybody. Okay. Don't do that. I gotta also fix the title because I haven't done that. Let me fix that real quick. Text. Does it say yes? Talking Post Show Pod. Yes. So did you fix your stuff yet?
I don't know how I'm gonna be brief. I'm gonna do my best.
You can do it. So this is what I did post show pod. So this is the idea. The idea is very simple. Basically, we'll do matches first, and then what we have left over we can put onto segments, if anything. That'd probably be the easiest way. Because there's like no way in hell we're probably gonna catch all the segments just because there's so fucking many of them. So I think that would probably be the easiest, most concise way of getting everything done in a timely fashion. Basically. So with that being said, Rex, give me an audio check, please. He's not here. Jake, give me an audio test, please. Are you just gonna? Did you not hear me? What's that? Oh wait, you can't hear me there. Jake, give me an audio test, please.
Ah!
Oh Jesus Christ, that's a great start. Okay, Rex, if you can hear me, give me a check.
I am here.
Okay, fantastic. All right, we look like we're okay. Anyway, so we have. We're gonna do, like I said, we're gonna do first.
I'm low.
What?
Jay, I'm low. Cass said I'm low.
Cass said you're low. Okay, hold on. We'll fix
Yeah, and I yelled.
I know. That's really loud. Try now.
Yeah, I can hear. I know. I can hear my echo.
Okay. You should probably mute the stream so you don't hear your echo. Okay,
You're
good.
talking to me.
All right,
I'll listen to the stream.
All right, now it's good. All right, so what we're gonna do is
Jake is
we're gonna do the matches first, and then we'll circle back to the segments in order to try to be concise and consistent while we're all struggling on a Sunday. So I apologize that it's a Sunday show, but it'd be like that sometimes. Anyway, my name is JCS, the owner, fund ruler of this shit show at OCWFED. That's the former CCW, former OCW champion, future Hall of Famer, speaker guy Jake, aka Quartz, and say hi.
hello.
And then joined by him is the current CCW champion, 4 times, future legend as well. I hate saying that, but whatever. Rex.
Hello.
Okay, great. So first things first, we have the opening ceremony of the whole open challenge, the Lockhorn challenge, which has been a staple of OCW. It wound up being Paul Boulay. Looking at Boulay first, Boulay looks goofy, but that's the way the character is. But the match itself was very AWA 89. I liked it a lot. So we'll do Rex, Jake, and we'll close in thoughts. So Rex, you're first.
I did not expect it to go how it went.
Too bad. You're first, buddy.
Yeah, shit.
No, he meant the match.
Oh, you didn't watch the match? Okay, fuck
No,
you.
I was here. That was the thing I showed up for. That's why I just got here in time. I was working while watching half the fucking stream, so
Gotcha.
half my focus wasn't there, but I was there to see that one, and it was really good. It's what I would have hoped for an ISO match. Bunch of submissions, bunch of technicals, bunch of arms. Love that stuff.
Arms versus
and legs for Paul.
Yes, arms versus legs for Paul.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he's legs. Brain melt there. Yeah.
He
Arms
loves
versus legs.
Jake.
Yeah, completely unexpected that he was the one to answer the challenge. Unexpected for anybody who wasn't paying attention during the champion introduction that had his fucking gamer tag in the top right corner. So I was surprised, like when it started, it's like the following contest and it said Misfire 33 at the top. I'm like, come on, guy, like make an effort. But apparently me and Brian are the only two who fucking noticed that. So whatever, I guess don't make an effort. It still works out. Paul Boulay is on a great upswing right now. Huge momentum. It seems like the kind of match where he would come out and have his technical masterclass with Isu and then just go off and lose. Kind of what we're going to talk about in the main event, but didn't go that way. And out of fucking nowhere, Paul Boulay is the new North American champion. The match itself was awesome. I mean, it was exactly what you expected it to be, like Rex said. Jesus, I didn't expect finality to be what it was, but that's the nature of the Lockhorn Challenge. We are not predetermined here, so Paul Boulay is now the North American champion. He's got like 4 matches under his belt.
Yeah,
what a guy.
That's such a not great precedent, but it's called Jesus Christ. A comp is comp, so it'd be like that sometimes.
Well, he wouldn't have got the call, to be fair. If anybody is wondering, Paul Boulay wouldn't have got the call from Isu in the first place if he wasn't somebody who would be trusted in that situation. So.
But like I said, I was like, close your DMs. You know me though. I'm negative. I love what you're doing, Boulay.
You love it. You get so much from negativity.
I do. I really do. Sorry, I can't help it. Next up, we got Suplex versus Cheyenne Lovelace. This one was surprising to me because since we didn't call the first four, I had no like anything going in. Whatever. Also, shout out to everybody. And the thing was like, oh, I got baited and switched because we had different commentary. Hey, guess what? We do a lot of work, so we need some fucking breathing room, especially Jake. So fuck off.
I was out of the state.
Yeah,
that's the explanation.
Well, no, we could have did it all 8, but still, it's like, why would you do that?
No, I didn't want to.
I know you didn't, and I didn't want to either. Shit, I didn't even want to. I only wanted to do the last 4. I probably would have just been fine doing the last 2, but I digress. Anyway. That match itself, very hard hitting, very back and forth. I really, really enjoyed that match. It was surprising to me. I didn't think I would enjoy it, but I did. So we'll do Jake, Wrex, bingo, bongo, go.
This, I think Turmoil 300 is just screaming very long-term feuds that just barely missed the cut of resolution, and it delivered on that from top to bottom. We're going to keep talking about it through all these matches. This one was another one. I think both of them did a tremendous job in the background for a lot of things. Cheyenne and Sue were kind of focal points in the whole Empress saga, the whole Tog thing with Terra and with like War Games and all of that. But throughout all of that, there's little moments where you see that they are focusing on each other specifically. Like they went out of their way to try and tell that story, that there is a greater beef than like the more macro thing. Like there's a micro element to this, and the match delivered. Like there's so many like big pop moments. The sequences at the beginning were great, and then the moment where Sue tries to do the crossbody and gets caught by Cheyenne was terrific. So big fan of the match. I always knew I would be. Surprised by the ending, but Cheyenne got her win back from the title tournament, and the momentum continues to swing up as Sue heads into Summerside with no momentum.
Fucking wrestling, Wrex. You were very ecstatic about this match.
Punch. I always love these matches. I just fucking love them so much.
Because she's just female Wrex, of course.
Yes. Just throw punches, throw knees, throw kicks, throw lariats. I'm happy.
It's a simple man.
I'm a simple man. I see lariat, I clap.
I love the lariat. So,
I like the part with the lariat.
Anything else to add? That's why I like having you on, because you're to the point. I liked it because of lariat.
It was a good feud. Like I wanted Cheyenne to win because I love Cheyenne matches, but I also wanted Sue to win because of the story. So I was torn. So therefore, it was good.
She did not do it for Mama Nature. I think that's one thing we know for sure.
Yeah. So the funny thing about that is organically, there's a lot. There's like moving into the next match. Also, there's like stuff going into it. Not the next match, but the match after the next match. So now, like, let's say in this world that Suplex is actually victorious and Suplex becomes the world's women's wrestling champion. Now we potentially have a contender. So I don't know, a very good match, like really, really solid match. I'd give it, like, if I'm giving out seltzers, I'd give it like 3.5, maybe 4 seltzers. Really fucking back and forth, dope shit. Next we have half naked Ryvon versus Telos. Hype package was really well done. I liked it. Short to the point, really fucking exciting. I like the effects for the hype package. That was really good to see. We'll do Wrex and Jake. The match itself, I thought, looking at the length, I thought it was gonna run long. It didn't feel long, but my only qualm about it is the end felt flat. But that's just the nature of the game anyway. But like, it's not really nobody's fault. But like, it just like, oh, okay, I guess it's over. But yeah, but other than that, like, it was really, really fucking solid up until the ending bit. So we'll do Wrex and Jake, bingo bango.
Yeah, well, like in regards to the ending, especially when it comes to the last man stand matches, it doesn't always end nicely. You'll get what you get when it comes to this game.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I did enjoy the one that came before it. The what do they call them again? Monsters Ball. I forget what we called that match.
Yeah.
Like, when they were fighting each other in that, I enjoyed it a lot more than this one, but it was still a really good match. I just wish there was like more weapons, I guess, but what there was, I absolutely loved.
Love the uses of weapons. Jakey?
Yeah, the last man standing thing in general, both in real life and in the game, have a tendency to be super hot at the beginning and then kind of really slow down towards the end just because the nature of the stipulation. Like, ref has to count you every single time. Based on previous last man standing matches OCW has had, I think these two did a good job recognizing when a possible finish actually happened. Like that's been the biggest issue, is like most of the time there'll be a situation where you go, you do a big move or whatever, and the person doesn't recognize when a possible finish should be happening, so they'll either pick them up when they shouldn't, or they'll let them get counted when they shouldn't. That didn't really happen this time, but still the ending was a little bit slower. It's totally fine. The hardcore action was great. I think if you could tell a story here, it was just that, especially with Talos's momentum, he has been killing it on TV week after week, especially since he learned how to play the game. It's been very fun to see. So in the match itself, for him to get put through so many different potentially match-ending scenarios and get up, and then the vice grip, it puts over the finisher if nothing else. That's a real tough finisher to put over, is devastating. It's just a big double hand grip or whatever, the Omerta. But shit, it worked out here. Ryvon's heading into the tag division at this point. We'll talk about the segment later, but match was solid. Wanted Talos to win. Nothing you could do about the ending. That's just the nature of the beast.
What up, y'all? We being rated by APW and NSA representing Mason Co. our good
shout out,
our good pal Marseille, aka
yeah.
Big Brenda. Thank you for the
Hell
fucking
yeah,
the raid and all that other good stuff.
What's up, y'all?
How come y'all wasn't here earlier when we was actually had a video going? We just talking bullshit for the next like 30 minutes. But either way, we appreciate y'all. Thanks for the raid. Bingo bango. What's the next match? The next match is, god dang it,
The triple threat.
The triple threat match. Okay, since this is your joint, we'll have you, then Rex. Go.
Yeah, the triple threat match, and this goes back to what I was saying. A lot of these are long-term feuds that didn't really make it to Lucian, which is totally fine because you need big events like this. Like Turmoil 300 felt special because we didn't need to pick a bunch of dream matches to fill the card. We had so much content ready to go from stuff that we couldn't fit in at Resolution, and it worked even better for stuff like this. And we'll talk about Cass and Mark Reese later, and honestly Sue and Cheyenne benefited from it as well. You don't get that match, that grudge match at Lucian, but they're involved in the future investment ladder match. Same with all three of these women. A lot of great spots here. I thought multi-man matches, multi-woman matches, whatever, have a chance to get a little out of hand, all the pin breakups. I think all three of us really understood the assignment. Like, it's so funny to watch somebody go for a pin. It's broken up. That person tosses them away and then goes for a pin on the same person, and that's broken up. So there was a lot of those funny moments. The double finisher moments, both Ashley and Deborah had one of those. Quick, fast-paced, didn't overstay its welcome. And I mean, like, the ending I thought was tremendous. Marissa the whole time has been disregarded and pushed to the background. She's kind of been the big baby face in this whole scenario. So for her to get that win, even though it was under controversial circumstances when Greg did not break the pin up, the submission up at the very end, and the transition immediately from that to Deborah stomping her out and then getting her comeuppance with the bimbo bomb. There's more stuff that develops on the words here, but the whole feud did exactly what we wanted it to do, and it was a fun blow-off match.
Yeah, that was, oh man, like Greg, the ref, screw it. That was Amazano. Rexy, your thoughts?
It's exactly what you'd want from a triple threat. At least when you're going to watch, people letting each other get their stuff in, the pin stuff, the double finisher stuff, like Jake was saying. It's just, yeah, I don't know, just the part of the ending where it seems this game really has trouble accepting that people are trying to break up submissions. Happen in most matches. You throw the kick and it's just ref does not give a shit.
Oh my god.
But yeah, apart from that, it's exactly what you'd want from a triple threat.
Yeah, I did.
It really helped with the pacing too. Your card placement I've been putting over every time we do one of these, but like, it's great here because given all of the segments that we had and all of the drama that we had here, this was a perfectly like mid card placed situation to kind of get the excitement back up heading into the second half of the card.
Yeah, like it's. I kind of wanted to call this match, but you know you gotta hand it off sometimes. So yeah, no, I dug it a lot. Fucking, I wanted Dewa to win, but you can't have what you want. I kind of expected Alexa to show up, but that didn't happen. So it'd be what it be. So moving right along at a brisk pace, we're making excellent time. I love this. Not gonna jinx it either. We have, it looks like
Chance and Bolek.
Chance and Bolek. We're taking it. We'll give it to Wrex. Then Jake, I wanted fucking Bolek to win so much, but you can't get what you want sometimes. It be like that. Fucking Bolek. All right. Like I said, he's been booked for like how many days straight? He was booked on the Riot and he was booked on the.
Oh yeah. I mentioned that he may be one of the very few, just because the eras change and our format changes. He may be one of the very few who has been booked on Riot, Turmoil, and Ambition within consecutive days. Like
Jinx is punching
he was
right
on.
now.
Obviously, he's on Ambition every week. That's obvious. He'll be on Riot next week in the Fatal 4-Way, and he's here on this massive pay-per-view adjacent show. So like Bolek is everywhere. He's kind of a workhorse right now.
So my brain doesn't work on Ambition. Did he win or lose? I don't remember. Do you remember?
He lost. He's been losing a lot lately. Yeah.
So basically, I remember on Ambition. We didn't mention it in the when we were calling the match because I didn't want to spoil it for you. I was like, fuck, I didn't remember. But you know, like, oh, he's trying to get this win going into thing, and we didn't mention that he didn't win. But either way, it'd be like that. Nah, man, I want him to win, but it'd be like that sometimes. Good fucking story.
Well, we didn't know. We called him.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously.
We called him before Ambition aired. Yeah.
A good conclusion to a story, and it'd be like that. But yeah, hardest working rookie. I just, like I said, I feel Jinx is like, it should have been me when it comes to like all the bookings. But either way, we'll do Jake Wrex go.
He swapped the order.
I did. I'm sorry. Go.
This match.
I'm drunk.
That's fine. We all are. This match was one of my favorite on the show. Just tremendous work from both sides. This is the longest standing feud that we had coming into this show.
Yes.
And I thought they played it tremendously. The last 3.5 to 4 minutes of this match were some of the best stuff that you're going to see in OCW. Like if you're trying to point to stuff like why should somebody care or get into OCW, like that shit went. Bolek's entrance, the heat of the Bolek is so hot right now. He's leaning into it. He just gets it. Like it's so fun to just see a new person to come in who gets it. Not just with the character thing, but with the in-ring thing. Like he's the full package, and I can't wait to see what's next now that the Chance Williams feud is over.
Yeah, we'll see what's up, Brexy.
Yeah. I'm not used to doing this. The words.
This is why you should let him go first.
Yeah.
Basically, what Jake was saying, I really enjoy Bolek's matches. I enjoy Bolek's stuff. Jake's right. He gets it. Like he's going to be one of the ones who'll be keep an eye on for a long time. I feel.
Yes.
And Chance matches are usually quite entertaining. So if you put them together, it was going to be a good match. Especially if it was a feud blow off. You know, you would put your work in for that one.
Yeah, and these guys have been going since March.
I wanted it
a
on
long
Lucian.
time, dude.
I wanted it on Lucian.
It was a tough call because it was a very tough call between that and El Parker KC Barrett. Like we were super split on that. So when Bolek is like, it sucks I didn't make it a Lucian, it's like, man, it's okay. But the fact that you were considered that highly, even in that situation when you're brand new, is a testament to how much work he's put in.
Because you're fucking rookie. I don't want a rookie, but look at my Lucian work. Fuck you. I earned it, baby. But no, good shit either way. Very good. Told a story. Hopefully, like I said, this whole rookie class, Bolek, Jinx, Jimmy, Pat, Devin, Omen on the sticks. I'm probably missing somebody else.
Yeah, they're great. It's not as good as mine. Let's move on.
Fuck you, dude. How dare you? Either way, the next match, what do we got? It's what's the next match? Is it B17? Yeah, B17 and
yeah.
So this is funny because fucking Adam, like, he's like, oh, I have an opponent for 300, and I was like, okay.
I love your Adam impression.
Yeah, and I'm just like, in my head, like, who the fuck you think you are if you telling me you got an opponent? I'm like, well, you did come back, and I do like to see you, so I'll allow it. So I kind of had an idea who it was. Actually, no, I did know who it was. I was like, oh, yeah, it's fine. That works out. Because basically he goes, before you get upset, He's like, this is 5 years in the making. I'm like, oh, that's all.
Why would he? But that's what is crazy is like, why would you be upset? It makes sense. It's logical, and like you
no, because he just came
your
in,
mind at it.
Because he came in like, I have a match. I was like, who the fuck you think you are? You have a match.
I think it goes to show like how people perceive you, that they have to come into you with a request and go, don't be mad.
Yeah, no, but this time we'll start with Wrex first. Now I liked it a lot. As you can clearly tell, I don't know if you could tell because everyone was fucking talking when I was doing it, but I was very happy to see fucking Lee as well. But we'll do Wrex and then Jake, go ahead.
Seeing this match just made me very happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the CCW title match from 200. Like,
yep.
It's the rematch from 5 years ago. So,
yep.
Like, and I'm always happy seeing Lee, and Lee versus Bingo was always fun when we were around back then.
Yeah.
So I figured it would be a fun one, and obviously since Lee's kind of been around for a while again, he got a handle on the game. Bingo's getting a handle on the game, so it ended up being a good match.
Yep.
Is what you'd want for basically a nostalgia match. You want it to be good.
Mm-hmm. Fucking solid. It was really fucking good. Everybody was getting their shit in, which is I love. Fucking discount cutter, fucking bingo punches. It was great. It was great. I love to see it. Jakey.
Yeah, just a spectacle of a match. Absolutely tremendous stuff. The very quick build they did to make this happen, it was even lost on me. Like, you hear Jay at the beginning kind of course correct when I fucked up my lore because it was just so quick, which is fine. Like, that's just the nature of the beast sometimes. This was a week after Lucian, not even counting the break, so things move very quickly. But all that said, they did put in the effort to make it work. Austin Lee coming back was hilarious. I think everybody, like I called it the worst kept secret because, like, in that scenario, he's already fought Wrex. Trance is doing his own other thing. There's only one real choice here. So I didn't even know who it was, but I knew who it was. So as soon as it happens, you can, as soon as the theme hits, you can hear us pop. It's a great choice. And both of them put on a great match. I was very surprised how apt Austin Lee was. I shouldn't be because he's been playing as Casey Barrett, but Austin Lee is a different animal entirely. So I was very pleasantly surprised to see how apt he was to put on a great match. And he belongs on Turmoil 300. Like I said, with Cass and many others, you can't tell the story of Turmoil without Austin Lee. Yeah. And he said it in his promo.
Yeah, the only omission from 300 was actually fucking Jacob Trance. That's it. Yeah. Which is kind of a bummer, but it'd be like that sometimes. That's really the only, and not even match wise, but just in general.
And I think another situation, maybe when we were in the Turmoil 200 era, like where we didn't have all of these like well-built matches built in that we had from the Resolution leftovers, there would have been room to ham fist a Jacob Trance match in there, like against John Carter or something. We could have ham fisted a Jackson Montgomery match in there. I was disappointed to not see it. I wanted to see him in a segment here tonight. Didn't get to see that, but there's a couple names out there that could have made this show, but it just goes to show you do the work, you get the spot, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it was good to see Austin. The funny thing is that so they B17 like submitted a video, and the video was the attack, and then it was gonna be revealed Austin Lee. I said, we're not doing that for Lucian. This is what we're going to do. We'll make a press release, and then you can do it on Riot. And I don't remember if the video was played on Riot or not. I don't remember. But, that's how we got to where we got to. Actually, I don't think it was. It was actually played tonight. It was played tonight.
It was a web show video because I was getting called out for it because I'm like, I don't remember this.
What do you mean?
But then there was like a brief. Well, by you were like, hey, it was on the web show because when you brought up that he was attacked, I had no idea. And I was like, oh, right, because I was out of town and I hadn't heard the words yet. I didn't get to read them, so it was a tricky mess.
No. See, actually, no. What happened on the web show is basically B17 said, I'm gonna fight, whoever attacked me. Like they didn't show the video. Like that's what.
No,
happened.
But there was nothing. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't really understand what he's talking about, but fine.
No, but yeah, that's what happened, and then it was supposed to be that one way. It was supposed to be that, but that they decided to to the other thing. So it was fine. Whatever.
Hey,
Either way,
it worked out. It was entertaining. This was just a fun show. That's all there is to it.
a little long in the tooth, but yes, it was. The matches definitely delivered on all aspects of that. Speaking of matches, we're making wonderful match time, and then we have enough time for segments too. And you can go fuck off, and I can go fuck off. So can Wrex. So we have.
Hey, we got about an hour now. I got an NXT Great American Bash is in about an hour, so you got me till then.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be done in an hour. Thank God willing. So now we have Cass versus Mark Reese. All right, so top to bottom, we'll do Jake and Wrex. From top to bottom, this was super entertaining. Like, really. If I have one complaint, it's just playing Cass's music. I don't know why. Like, watching it back, I'm like, wait, why are they playing his music? That's kind of stupid. He didn't, like, I don't.
No.
It just it's weird, but no, fucking, it's just like Cass can play, I guess, all of a sudden. So that was good. I thought he was just gonna get washed, but he didn't. He kept it to Mark. At one point, people were like, "Oh no, not this way, not this way," and then it got even. And then Mark did his thing. Mark missed and got hit right in the dick. Everybody was like, "You fucking suck." And Cass always gets his Cass gets what he wants. So even that's what I'm saying. He lost, but he looks dope. Like, I don't fucking. It was good. I enjoyed the shot of that match. That match was fucking great.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jake.
I love the match as well. This is another one that the story has been brewing for so long. This one, unlike some of the other longer term ones, has been more emotional for those who are close to the situation. Like, it's been more. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. Like, Talos Rivon was a pro wrestling feud, but this one was like more. There was more shit steeped in actual stuff that you would be mad at in real life. It's not like a game, right? You're not watching a TV show going, oh, like, fuck that Rivon. This was like, this guy invaded a funeral and they took care of it. They didn't make it cartoony at any point, even in that funeral segment, which could easily get into sports entertainment territory. They were like, it felt legitimate. Like, it was there. The awkwardness was there, and that's a part of conflict. Conflict is inherently awkward. So when you make it contrived and when you make it like overly serious and overly movie-esque, it can lose a little bit of it. But they captured all of that awkwardness and all of that actual conflict in this whole story. Loved it. This is another situation where Mark did a great job of telling his story in the future investment match. We didn't get to talk about it a lot because the stakes were so high in that, but he went after Cass the whole time, and Cass was doing his own thing, whatever. This match was great. I felt coming in, both of them, Jamie and Cass, as much as they don't want to admit it, are the same person in the ring. They are both 10 out of 10 OCW wrestlers, if that makes anybody who plays knows what I'm talking about.
that feud even happened, but it didn't. It worked.
Yeah, anybody who competes in OCW knows what I'm talking about when I say that. Like, they get it. They get how to make an engaging, fun match. So when I was coming in, I was like, oh, this may be a little weird. Like, it may be slow. That's where Cass's being super aggressive was like a fun wrench into this, because you would expect if anybody's going to be mega aggressive, it's going to be Mark Reese. But Cass comes out of the gate, which is something he never does. And you could tell if you go back and listen to our commentary, we're like, Cass about the mind games, and he's kicking the shit out of Mark Reese. There's no mind games here. This man is going for it. And so it ends up evening out later on, which, it often does. It was super fun. I was surprised at the ending, just the behind the scenes thing. I did try and edit when Mark Reese jumped off. I wanted him to jump and like fluidly land the low blow, like when it happened. I didn't want to record any footage. Separately.
There's no way to do it.
That would have been a pain in the ass.
Watching it back,
but the ending was still great. I know you said you disagreed with his music playing at the end, but like Mark got his nuts clipped. And like Cass was the one standing tall, so I think it made sense there.
You play Mark Reese's music while Cass is
you're
dancing.
Right. That would have been funny if they played Dangerous Ground while Cass is celebrating. That would have been tremendous, especially if they kept the lower third up that said "Your winner, Mark Reese," while Cass is celebrating in the ring. That would have been great. I thought this was going to be a blow off. I hope it's not. I hope they don't just blow the feud off with this uncertain ending, but. I mean, they're great storytellers, and hopefully this leads to something grandiose at Summerside or beyond.
Yeah, Rexy.
Yeah, it actually doesn't feel like the end of the feud. It feels like you hit the midway point there.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be a third match where kicking someone in the dick won't end the match.
You know what happens, right? No DQ, brother.
Exactly.
Chris Green runs out and gets Pearl Harbor by Margaret. He gets fucking pounced out the ring.
That's why henchmen exist, baby.
Oh, could you imagine? He just runs down to fucking help cats. He just gets pounced right out the fucking
Immediate
ring through a
slam.
table. Oh my god. Continue your point. I apologize.
It was the point. Yeah, no, because exactly what was said was it's basically what I've been saying the whole night, but it makes sense. It was another good match.
Yeah.
It was exactly what it needed to be, and if it isn't the end, that was exactly how it should have ended. Cast back to his usual shit just when Mark Reese is getting that close to ending it.
Yep. Like I said, he has a scrapbook of dick hits.
It's something new for the fucking highlight reel. That video must be reaching a minute and a half.
This is something new, but this is so quintessentially Cass. Like that's what makes it so fun.
Yeah, no. Once it happened, everyone knew it. Everyone was like, "Fuck that guy." The visceral reaction. They knew it.
He goes into every match with that little icon on his payback, and you're like, "There's always a possibility."
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna.
You just never know.
When it comes to Cass, he's always going to do it. Just always be prepared.
Oh, when he tries. Oh no, the best is when he tries and he gets countered, and then they fucking crack him in the face.
That's what. But his persistence in selling the story and character is what makes those moments so great. So when he gets countered, you're like, "Oh shit! I just saw a whole collage of him hit people in the dick."
Because you know what he does? He does the turnbuckle thing, and then he's gonna go for it 90% of the time. Every fucking
and he
time.
tried it, and he tries it in this match. You see him go to the corner. I don't know when it is, but it's in like the like third act of the match. He goes to the corner and it doesn't work. He throws a big hand, and that's his character like hitting X and striking because he was trying to pull it off. But then he just walks away. So like most of the people who don't know what he's going for are not going to notice that. But as soon as it happened, Jay and I were like, "Oh shit!" Like we know what's we know what his plan is. Oh, this guy.
That was good. Like there was no bad match, honestly, on this show. This show was good. It suffered from something else, which I'll get into a little bit later. But now we have the main event, the fucking opening challenge. So first of all, shout out to Han and Wrex. Talk about what is it? Trying to build new stars, brother. But yeah,
I love this. Yeah,
so going into this, I obviously I knew who it was, but basically I got the memo. I was like, oh, Wrex wants to fucking put up his title. I was like, okay. He's like, he wants to do an open challenge. I was like, okay, who does he have? And then it's like, oh, how about Nate Mack? I was like, that's a good pick. Let's go for it. Very exciting. That the match itself. Again, like I love Mac. Like Marissa is one of those unsung heroes. So when you see him get an opportunity, it's nice. So yeah, so Matt comes out, cuts a quick promo. Love it. It hit my music, and fucking everybody was with it. Like both camps, everybody was with it. A good fucking match. He came within an eyelash of potentially becoming CCW champion. Wrex is like, no, brother, hit the fucking lariato. And yeah, good fucking match, man. I enjoy it. The styles clash. The styles make fights. It was great. Mac trying to fucking get the rope, whatever. That would have been. If that would have happened, that would have been fucking like chef's kiss. But yeah, no, good fucking match all around. I don't have any bad thing to complain about. It was just very back and forth, very fucking aggressive, and you fucking you love to see the shit. So we'll do Wrex first. I mean,
let him go first.
Yeah, we'll do Wrex first, and then Jake. Go ahead, Wrex. It's your match.
Thoughts going into it. Start it off. Like once I won the title, I knew I wanted to have Mac be one of the first defensive, if not up there. Like I absolutely. I think I've had a single match with him besides DMs. I've always loved playing him. So when I knew I'd have the chance, it's like, okay, he's getting a shot. And, as soon as I won Lucian, it was basically straight to Quartz and saying, hey, I want to fight Nate at 300. And that's what I did. And it's exactly, I got exactly what I wanted. I got the match I wanted, so I was happy with it.
So there really is fucking to it. I love it. That was a really good fucking capstone for 300.
Yeah.
A good historical moment. Yeah. Who knows? Go ahead.
I feel like this match felt more of Red Sun Rising than it did Riot 600, right? Riot 600 had a lot of things that, like, just because of timing, ended up the way that they did. Whereas this show was a celebration of Turmoil, as it should have been. Like Turmoil has had a lot of open challenges before, so to have The Lockhorn Challenge and this Scumchester Invitational was great. I completely agree with Wrex. Say what you will about whatever, he's not as good, blah, blah, blah. He fucking deserves it. So, like, the minute he messaged me with that booking request, I'm like, this is not going to be a problem at all. And I have to mention as well, like, the amount of requests that get sent in, and not all of them are publicized, that just don't end up happening. It should be used as a compliment to this situation with Iceman. That, like, I don't want anybody to think that requests just get sent in. And Jay knows this from Lucian, because there was a lot of pivoting that happened there. Shit doesn't just get sent in and then we're like, yes, So for something like Iceman versus Wrex to come in, and all of us immediately are like, yeah, absolutely, this checks out. And what makes me appreciate it more is we immediately had the trust in both of them to do it the right way, and they did. There was no dumb shit like Iceman didn't come out first. We've seen open challenges where the challenger comes out first. Are you an idiot? Like, what are you doing? None of that happened. Wrex had his big moment. He cut a promo beforehand explaining why he was doing it and what he wanted to do it. He was drawing parallels between his own career and careers that he wanted to further. Like, that was great. Iceman came out and cut his own promo, the whole package. Say what you will about the match. It wasn't as competitive as some of the other ones. The whole package was perfect. Mac deserves the spot. And once he finally gets that spot, like, he's run into so many walls during his career. He's in this very enthralling feud right now with Trey Golden that for me anyway, I'm into it. So for this to happen, especially after the segment with Iceman, Trey, and Marissa earlier, was just it was a chef's kiss. So
my only quibble.
We got our well, I was just going to mention the ending because there was a chef's kiss of a whole package. And the reason that, like, the effort they put into making the Iceman Wrex match feel well done made the ending when Doc came out feel even better. Like, Doc and Wrex is one of those, initially when they joined, a cross platform feud that you're like, this is what we want to see. I'm sure you could go back to the 2019 draft that the Uncalled For did, and we could be like, I would love to see X and Y fight, but they can't because they're on different consoles. That shit ain't real anymore. Doc and Wrex is a fucking dream match, and regardless of circumstance, it would be amazing to see. I'm just glad they're putting in the work to make it feel even more important.
No, it's gonna be fucking huge. Once I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, hell yeah, that's fucking. I got no problem with that. Yeah, it'll be a first for Doc, I do believe, and it's gonna be very. It's not gonna be a long match. It's gonna be very violent, very quick. Someone's getting fucking cracked in the face and out.
That's what we like.
That's basically what's gonna happen. And you know what's gonna happen, Jake? I'm like, Jake, this match is only 10 minutes, Jake. It's gonna happen.
You are. Yeah, we're gonna load that match. He's gonna go 11 minutes 14 seconds.
No, this is not. Why is this only 9 minutes and 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Why?
This is a 60-minute Iron Man match. Why is this 11 minutes?
I don't know why it's 9 minutes. He knows me. Like, I get like, I don't get upset. I'm just like, interesting. But the way the platform moves, it's rapid, so it's fine. But no, my only disagreement is, like, it was very competitive. It came down to the fucking wire between these two. Like, usually Wrex will try to sneak in like an extra fucking Larry. He's like, yo, if this one sticks, I'm keeping it, and it's stuck.
Oh, the finish! We didn't mention the finish was fucking awesome. Yeah. Like, by the way, like, the kick that turns Wrex orange, like, from a meta standpoint, sure, but even from a viewer standpoint, it turns him orange, so then both people are finisherable. He immediately goes for the finisher, gets spun around, and then Rex's animation spins him around. It was so aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
I was such a fan of that.
Yes, but I'm saying, like, that it was very competitive. Like, if Mac would have kicked out, it could have been a fucking whole, like, it came really close. So I disagree with, like, it wasn't as competitive. It was very competitive.
Could have been the Paul Boulay Iceman show.
Yeah,
like, we would have remembered the show for many different reasons.
Very fucking very.
It might have been because I was not on my reversal game that day, so
yeah. So it would have been.
Could have absolutely changed.
So we've concluded the match portion. So now we actually have quite a few minutes to get through some of the segments. There was a lot of segments. So I guess we can. I guess let's just.
I have the list up. We can speed round this.
We can speed round it. So first one is the it's Tog, right?
Yes, Tog kicks off the show.
So, all right. So if you want, we don't have to go through everybody's opinion, but if you have a strong opinion, we go through it. The talk thing was great. It had to be changed at the last minute, but I like the fact that it was me, Fury. It was me all along. So I'm sure there's gonna be like an update to that. That was really so well done, just for it to fucking show like, oh, that's why we see, and then it just shows up and it's Emp. That was really pro wrestling.
Oh, that was so nice.
And then
yes,
what the hell, Emp? And then just get Pearl Harbored, which is my new favorite saying. Good shit. If anybody wants to add, go ahead. Don't give a fuck. Go.
I mean, you fucking said it. That I was confused when they initially came out because of the Riot segment. They was contention. You know, they were not really on the same page there. So at this point, it looked like Fury was taking over. That reveal to zoom in, because I'm like, yeah, we all knew it was Zoe, like whatever. And then it zooms in and you see her little chubby muffin face, and you're like, oh my God, are you kidding me? The swerve comes later too when she comes out with the contract, but like it was an awesome segment. And Tog, I'm glad they found a way to continue their momentum post their main kind of big feud.
Wrex, anything else for the Pearl Harbor?
I was working until the Lockhorn, so
okay, never mind.
I've not got any opinions until then.
All right, no, it was basically once she got stretched out, she got attacked again by both of them.
That was funny. It was just so good. Wrex would have loved. I let me just spoil you here, Wrex. You're gonna love it because they put her on a stretcher and then they leave. And as they're wheeling her out, they come back to beat her up more. And they flip her up and then they leave again, and they come back again, and they just keep putting the boots to her. It's tremendous. Yeah,
they Valmonted. They didn't Val. They almost Valmonted, but they know it's great. Yeah, Cameo came back. For some reason, Cameo came from the outside. Cameo jumped the barricade, which is okay, whatever. Jumped the barricade, knocked over the stretcher, and fucked up Furiosa. And then they're like, no, stop it. So she get it, and fucking Cheyenne runs from the back and just us fucking her up again. And then they walk away together like,
it's all
fuck
good
you,
stuff.
bitch. I hate
it's
you.
Tremendous.
It was great. Then we got the C note.
C note.
My only thing on C notes RPs, you need some kind of ambient audio. The amount of RPs that show up with no audio is like killing me. Do something. Like other than that, it's fine. It was a nice little foreboding. I don't like having to front load it, but it is what it is. Like I don't like putting stuff in front of matches in the beginning of the show, but it is what it is. That actually happened twice, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And so it kind of left a little idea, maybe North American, maybe CCW, which is kind of cool. I dug that. I appreciate that effort. Again, the only issue is please put audio or something.
He did. There was.
You don't hear it.
It's so low, but like
that's what I'm saying. Like you got to hear it.
It is there. Yeah, just raise it up a little bit. But I think the idea is he doesn't want it to overwhelm or like take away from the words because he's not a voice audio clip kind of guy. I think it served its purpose. The purpose here for me was to remind every single champion who is here that he holds the case and he could disrupt the entire foundation of OCW at a moment's notice. And I think that is what he did. So good enough.
Yes. Anything to add, Rexy?
You didn't see it.
Oh, you weren't there for this one either? Jesus Christ. Okay, fuck it. We can move on.
Let's move on to Jinx so you can ask him again.
No, you can guess what my answer will be.
No, but my bad. Sorry. Jinx segment, DNS is a whole DNS narrative, which we can actually bundle that all together for the DNS.
Yes, we should.
Good shit from the rookie, so we'll bundle that. What's after that? Oh, we have Lex Luthor and Dillinger, yes?
Yeah, Dillinger and Brian Feinstein.
I liked it. It's just like the silliness is kind of weird, but that's just a me thing, so doesn't really matter. But no, basically two scumbags trying to explain, one scumbag trying to explain to the other scumbag, like, well, fuck that guy, no, fuck this guy. Jake, elaborate.
Yeah, hey, Dillinger's not a scumbag.
He's
okay,
a scumbag.
I've been on the up and up since the day I left Rex's hospital bed. So Brian Feinstein was fired in the merger between United Archer Enterprises and Dennis Dillinger Enterprises. So he comes up now. He found a new job. He is now with Ares the Ghost. So he serves these papers that kind of explains why El Parca is not the immediate target for Ares, since Ares is going after the World Championship and Sheldon Tremblay. It served its purpose. You say that you don't like the comedic stuff. I think that made it tremendous. Like Dennis Dellinger laughing and spinning around in the comedic fashion. The cutouts, like if you're gonna be doing cutouts and doing these kind of promos, like just be hammy with it. Honestly, it was funny. I'm glad that they didn't try and take themselves too seriously.
I was gonna ask Rex, but Rex wasn't around, so
No, I was here for this one.
Rex.
Yeah, he was. He's here now.
It's fucking
We skipped. Yeah. We didn't skip everything, so we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Feinstein looks so fucking funny. That's about all I got.
It does.
Fucking
He looks
Lex
ridiculous.
Luthor.
Not at
Fucking
all
Mr.
what I
Phoenix
imagined. He's existed, I think, almost entirely in text up to this point. And so, like, when I saw this, I gave the lines, obviously, for Dillinger, but I didn't know what was the final result was. So when I saw his face, that is not what I was expecting.
I was like, Thomas Arches had a rough go about it. That's what I thought for a second. Like, oh, that's not Thomas? Okay. So, all right, what's the next segment?
No, we're partners.
Next segment is...
it is Trey and Iceman.
Trey and Iceman, Marissa, fix your fucking top. I like it. Simple to the point. It what's the word? Exasperated the feud, but now there's apparently I signed the no contact clause, so the good on that. The fact that now all of these threats are fine. Marissa's like, all right, well, I gotta get everyone on the same page. All right, guys, no fucking touching, no touching. So that was fun to see. I like this is definitely gonna be at Lucian. At Summerside, so we gotta make room. There's Summerside's only one night. And it's not going to be 12 matches, so it's going to be a lot of cost cutting. So we'll see what's up.
Yeah.
Rex, Jake, thoughts?
Not got many thoughts for this one. It's telling the story that it needs to tell, keep them apart, make sure the final match is the brawl it'll hopefully be.
Yes, I love the added caveat of they can't touch each other. And like I already kind of talked about my feelings about Iceman and Trey. I'm very excited for it.
Marissa in the shark cage. Can't wait. Next
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Yes. Nice voice promo from the Mass Effect boys. Nice to see the rookies getting involved, and I guess they're throwing shade at Chance and Derek, whatever team name they're gonna have. Hopefully it's something nice. The fucking Ghost Academy shots were fucking hilarious. I appreciate Devin's passive aggressive yet confident demeanor. That shit is delicious. Yeah, like I just fed off that. It was wonderful.
It's very
and
funny.
Derek's in Twitch chat. In Twitch chat, it's always the light skins or whatever the fucking took me out.
Yeah.
That shit hurt my stomach for a minute. I was laughing. It's always light skins talking shit. But yes, anybody have any thoughts on these?
Yeah, just the voice promo, like you said, it's very difficult to talk without a lot of energy, but also convey emotion, if that makes sense. And I think Devin Flash did that more so than anything else. It's very passive aggressive the whole time. The insults were hilarious. He doesn't break at any point. He doesn't get like too over the top with it, so it feels real. It was entertaining. Mass Effect's exciting. And I'm glad that the tag division has this apparently as a non-title feud going forward.
Yes, indeed. Feed the Diddy. Rex, anything?
Just
I like
one
that.
thing I noticed. It was good.
Good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was just funny hearing Flash's voice, which is obviously just him talking, versus the AI voice of Ryan.
Yeah.
Like whiplash it was from it sounds convincing to, oh god, you're a robot.
Yeah, this whole show is whiplash, honestly.
Yeah, it's a little bit. What's next?
Next is the El Parca Aries face off in the locker room.
The El Parca Aries face off. I hate the Aries robot. Like everyone's using AI voice, but the Aries robot voice is just off-putting to me. But I do. What did you call him? A boat captain?
Yeah, I mean, as soon as he showed up, he's the leader of the boat academy. He looks like a sea captain.
Don't take my fucking joke. We got the Ghost Academy. Now we have the boat academy. He has a captain's hat. I am the captain now. No, I don't. I hate the voice, but it's just him leaning into being a cunt is fine. I'm all for it. He's just like, get away from me, blah, 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 blah. And he has his two little security. You see little alpaca cut peeking over the security.
Yeah.
He's like a little kid trying to peek over and talk to the adult table. I wish that was one of the lines. He's like, you're not at the kids table anymore, kid. Get out of my. It sounds like this. Get out of my face, El Parca. You're not at the adults table anymore. Haha. Boat captain. I am the captain now. Whatever. Jake Wrex, go for it.
Yeah, the running theme that he has in this and the other segment where they call like everybody else is talking to him and like calling him out for this very serious shit, like this really nonsense thing that he has done over the last 2 weeks, both at Lucian when he came back from the dead and attacking Sheldon afterwards. And obviously he knows and we know that we've all been shitting on it nonstop. So for him to come in and like just accept it and work off of that, it's admirable. Like you could say whatever you want about Aries.
Admiral.
Bad Admiral. It's so Admiral. The bad decisions that happened in the past do not mean that everything that comes off of that have to be bad. And this was a perfect example because this was so entertaining. I'm going to include my comments for the Sheldon thing here too. But every time somebody comes in and tries to be super serious with him, they call him Stephen McCallum, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, it's Aries." And it's like that pops me so huge. I don't know why. For him to just like nonchalantly say that, even as if none of this matters. Like he got his daughter laid out. Like he just doesn't give a shit. It's super funny. He's wearing this boat captain hat. It's a total absurd nonsense reaction to the criticism he's gotten. And I think that is the best way to go about it. So I was a huge fan of both of these. I'm looking at the run times on YouTube right now. It was a total of 14 minutes. It did not feel that long. I don't know if you cut anything, Jay, on those two segments, but like,
oh, you mean the two separate segments?
The juxtaposition between Sheldon being super serious and L. Parker being super serious and him just like not giving a fuck, that worked for me. I was a big fan.
When he said, "Didn't you hear? I can't die." I fucking
yes. Oh my god. I don't know. He's like, I don't know if you've heard from this, but I can't die. Like he's doing it in the perfect way where he's taking the non-kayfabe stuff and working it in. I loved it.
I just hate the voice, but yeah, it's his fucking boat academy. Go ahead, Rex. Stupid asshole.
Jake said most of the stuff I was thinking. It's just funny to see the complete, once again, tonal whiplash of both Sheldon and Parker being serious, like they've got genuine gripes with him for the stuff he's done, and then just Aries being a fucking goofball.
He's being a tool.
He's such a cartoon character.
Yeah, he lost his fucking mind after the explosion. He's just turned into a goofball twat. It's amazing. Absolutely love the way it's going.
The fucking boat, the boat academy is
the boat bars count me so much.
I need him to fucking keyframe a boat for his entrance. That'll fucking be the ticket. That'll win me over. What's the next segment?
Next is Mad Dog. Well, that's DNS, so we'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the House of Faith, Jay.
I don't like how you're excited about this, so I'll just be serious and just be like, it was well done, but incredibly fucking draggy long. What I would have, and the funny thing is, the full version is on YouTube in this whole 15-minute iteration or whatever. So that's why I had him split it up, because I was like, this. He's like, I don't know why I did this, and it's in my head. I'm like, well, why the fuck did you do it? So watching it now in the pieces, this would have been way better served as the 15-minute video diced into however many 2-minute videos across X amount of weeks. That would have been the perfect whatever thing for whatever is happening. Like, because I don't fucking understand at all. I know there was some stuff on Twitch, so cool. If you get it, great. I'm just like, okay. It was so fucking long, but it was well done. But it was just so and it wasn't like anything wrestling related. It was very Daniel Day-Lewis. I know you're gonna be like, "Hey Jay, you're wrong," but whatever. No, it would have been like I said, it would have been better served, split up amongst X amount of weeks, building up to either Lucian or whatever we do, because we're not doing a September pay-per-view, but building up into. And the thing is, because that would have been like for example, the best way I could do is imagine if we had the Dragana stuff all on one show. Like that was like 6 weeks of content, like all on one show, all those different videos, all on one show. That would have, you were like, what? All right, this is silly, but this is kind of like what's happening. So if you would have took that and spread it among like maybe 2 on this show, 1 on Riot, 1 on Turmoil, 1 on Riot, 1 on Turmoil, maybe 2 on Summerside, then maybe 1 in September, and then build up to the next pay-per-view or whatever you wanted to do. That would have been great, and then you would have got the crescendo, but like all in one show, I was like, what the fuck is happening, bro? Like it just did not hit at all with me. So call me a hater, say whatever the fuck you want. I know you loved it, so we'll start with you, Wrex, and I said my piece. Not bad, like I said, not bad content in the slightest. It's just really good content, incredibly long, and it felt out of place. Jake, go ahead, praise.
You gotta decide which of us is speaking.
Fuck you,
yeah,
dude.
but I'll go here. You said both of us
I did?
like multiple
Oh, I'm
times.
so sorry.
Yeah, and you're
Okay, fuck you then.
That's
Wrex,
fine.
Wrex, you go. You Wrex. No, fuck you. You lost your time. Wrex, you go. Wrex, go ahead.
That's fine. Sorry.
Honestly, it's an interesting story, but it's right. It seemed like it was too much for one show. Like they should have been building up to the, closer to a reveal, not all at once. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
In Spanish, we
Yeah,
say cantazo. Go ahead, Jake.
I understood immediately after probably the third video on the stream that people were gonna hate this. After the second one, I'm like, this is great, and then the third one happened. I'm like, oh, they're not gonna like this at all.
Oh, there's another one, brother.
Yeah, there's another one. And then the fourth one came up. I'm like, oh my God, this is bad news. So I totally understand what you're saying about it, but I think given the timing and circumstances that we're in right now, we only have 3 TV shows to Summerside. It's a big show. Like maybe it's a timing issue. I don't know. I won't pretend to know. I don't talk to people. I'll just tell you from a content standpoint, huge fan. I love this kind of bullshit. I really do. You are right. There's no pro wrestling in it. There is so much lore and references and like nuanced stuff in here that a lot of new people who are just casually showing up, they're not going to know what the fuck is going on either. But I was just so captured from the very first one, and it just speaks to the technical ability of Lewis and whoever else did this. Like I was immediately dragged into it. I was deafening myself just to listen to what she had to say. The accent part was so good. All of the like lore and backstory, like I'm all into that. So I was a huge fan of this. But listening to your explanation, I do agree with you. Spreading this out amongst multiple weeks would have been the better option. I am just willing to give them the grace to say maybe that wasn't an option based on their plan. They had to kind of force this stuff in because of such a short schedule before Summerside 2023. That's okay. You don't have to agree. I'm just saying, I'm sure there's going to be a world of people, a world of hoots who don't like this.
Why? That's what you do.
I'm just making it clear right now that I was a fan of the idea, even if maybe there could have been some timing changes to make it a little bit better.
Cut in half, like, if it was 4 videos, putting 2 videos on this show, 2 videos on the next show, that would have been enough. That would have been fine.
Agreed.
15 minutes on the one show is a bit too much.
Agreed.
I like it. It's too much for one singular show.
You gotta fucking throw shade. This is not necessary. Like I didn't understand it. That's why I was like, oh, but like again,
I don't think I'm throwing shade.
No, you were. You're like, oh yeah, fucking like whatever. I'm not gonna entertain that. But no, it was like I said, it was well produced, just incredibly fucking long. I think as it was produced, neither myself nor the producer knew what the fuck to do with it. Because the thing was, I don't know why this is so long. It's like, yeah. Be either hoot. I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah, and that's the nature of the beat.
I think we did have time to run this to to side or wherever the fuck. Honestly, that's how I felt.
Probably.
And that you know, if anything, I'll take the L on that because I didn't say, oh hey, we should just run this to side. Like because I don't know, but I'm assuming like we're not gonna get something next week. I don't think, and if we do, okay, but I don't see it either way. Like I said, to be clarified, to be super clear, didn't hate. But well produced, but too fucking long, and that's fucking
the content was great. It was all at once, and it was like overwhelming. Like we're trying to get to more wrestling
because
there were so many segments on this show. It did drag it, but I mean, it speaks to how invested I was, and it just. Honestly, it's 100% a matter of timing. If you have no idea who Morgana is, if you have no idea what the House of Faith is, and you're watching this, it's way easier for you to be like, what is happening right now? This is stupid. I came here to watch wrestling, whatever. But it's just a circumstantial thing. So that's it. We got to move on.
Yes, we do. What's the next segment?
El Parka addresses Casey Barrett's actions.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fun little segment. There was some like producer notes I heard from people, but either way, no. Fun little segment. Casey's keeping with the theme of being out of pocket is KC. That fucking that Tron. But yeah, no. Nice little segment. Amart makes the save. Interesting to see what happens. I didn't hear anybody comment about Amart in the thing, so that's good. So
I did.
Oh, you did? What'd you hear?
I did. Well, no, I didn't hear anything. I just said it. I'm like immediately was like, oh shit, Amart. Like
no, but there's like good. No, I meant in another nuance. So that's good. I'll talk to you offline about it. It doesn't matter. It's a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Wrex thoughts, Jake thoughts.
I've not really got many thoughts for this one, honestly. Besides,
okay, then don't say nothing.
I know. Just besides, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes with Amart now getting involved, because I have a suspicion of where it's going to go.
Okay.
And that's really about it. It's a good way to keep it going.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have much to say here. I thought it was over at Resolution. It's clearly not. The Tron is a great example of like using your resources to do good shit.
Yeah,
Casey's. Yeah, that was so fucking good. Amart was a surprising inclusion, and I can't wait to see where it goes.
Yes, sir. Next segment.
It is Leo Grimm.
Yes, Leo Grimm. Well, I'll just say this. I like it. They got the memo. So the fucked up part about this is that I honestly think I think you got the timing wrong on that. I think it was actually the Faith and oh no, because it was split up before. It doesn't matter. Sorry. Because we had a Faith issue and then we went right from Faith into Leo Grimm was like, holy shit, more talking. So that
the juxtaposition.
Couldn't do shit about that. So it is what it is. But no, I like these segments. We have to figure out I have to figure out how to fucking get Leo, like whatever. If I had it up to me, I'd put him against like a enhancement talent or whatever, but we can't even do that. So who the fuck knows?
But the ball's in his court. And this will be all my comments on this thing. And I'll just break out here. I love the Leo Grimm stuff. It's always fun. He always keeps it relatively verbose. I see that this one was 1 minute and 45 seconds. It didn't feel that long.
That was great.
Like he's got a lot of variance in the video. Like he gives you something to watch while he's talking. But the ball's in his court. He needs to establish a target before we can bring him back to TV.
A lot of fucking cults in OCW all of a sudden. Cash is like, I'm not a cult, I'm a church. Everyone wants to be me. Now. Wrex, any thoughts?
I'm just excited to see where it's going to go as well, because I always enjoyed Leo Grimm. I always loved the big monster heel character. So
hell yeah.
Now he's coming back. I'm excited to see where it's going to go.
Yeah, you win at Summerside. If you win at Summerside, he shows up behind you and chokeslams you. Lol. Kane. Right.
Okay. I don't care.
He just start liver punching a 7-foot giant. Great. Just punching.
He would.
I know he would.
Bigger liver,
absolutely do it.
Bigger target.
You might be undead, but I'll fucking punch your liver, mate. What's the next thing?
All right. Next, we have the whole. Let's talk about DNS on this show.
Okay. Yes.
So we have Jinx. We have Jinx at the beginning. We have the uplink connection, which is Liberty something, Grand Liberty. I can't remember the exact name of it right now.
Extremis, whatever.
Grand Liberty. No, Grand Liberty, which is the organization that Bash stole the money from. So he has the initial response. And then later in the show, there's another strange thing that makes it seem like they're going after him as well. So DNS they got their hands in a lot of cookie pots right now. Jay, your thoughts?
Fuck you, Cass. The guy
Jinx to start.
Yeah, all right. Jinx basically like we're here, we're fucking DNS, we're hacking, blah 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 blah. Then we have the second video, which is the uplink. You said I just call it uplink connect. You said that was from Liberty, right? Grand Liberty or whatever.
Yeah, that was the faceless man who said, because they mentioned it on Riot that he stole millions of dollars from this nameless organization, and I was like, oh, it's just like Bash trying to put over the fact that he can hack into banks. But then the fact that this nameless NPC is returning fire on a major show makes me think that it's not a nameless thing.
The fact that during the promo, you don't see the guy's head, but certain things he says in the hands animate what he's saying.
Yes.
Fucking love that so much. Oh my God. And then the ending line of we'll turn DNS into DNR. That fucking that's a fucking mic drop, Hoot. I don't know where it's going with DNS. They're all over the fucking place. And then even during Bash's promo, like I to put it all in the fucking box, y'all doing too much, stupid rookies. No, I don't know what's gonna happen. But right now it seems like there's two people going after DNS now. There's some lady.
At least.
There's some lady saying you're a stupid bitch to bash, and then this guy's like, I want my money, motherfucker. It's already gonna be 24 hours tomorrow, so I don't know what's happening. I gotta see what's happening with Max said, war on 3 fronts. This is interesting. I don't know. I don't have anything.
And let's not forget the woman. Let's not forget the woman who called Mad Dog in the gym.
Oh yeah, no,
it's
that's his sister.
everywhere.
That's his sister. His sister said that he to come down. That's
right.
But how is that like a war though?
But how does this play into it? And like all of these like branching.
Is it fucking forefronts?
It's an example of like something. It's an example of something that's hard to follow, but something that feels worth it to follow for me.
Matt is gonna go visit his dad with his okay knee. He's like on crutches. And he just gets Pearl Harbored by his sister. Fuck you,
Dad dog.
Give me my money. Give me my money. You stole my money. Giselle.
Their presence is undeniable, though.
Oh, no,
I think
is
the biggest thing.
I love them. Do we want to add anything or just continue to gush about the Guinness? I'm interested to see what happens.
That's all I got. Same. I mean, what else is there to say, really? They gave us very little information, which was the design. They want us to tune into future shows to see what's going on, but like that's where I'm at.
It's going to be interesting to see what the fuck happens, but right now, like everybody wants a piece of DNS's ass, so I'm here for it. That's what you got to do. You got to make people want a piece of your ass. Pause. What's the next segment? And good wrapping up thing.
The tribal pheromone.
Oh, tribal. Yeah, again, we're not affiliated with this horse shit. He's out here doing commercials now because he hasn't been hired. So if his daddy wants to pay money to put him on commercials in front of the TV, that's fine. He can go on the stream. It's paid for. We get paid for anyway. We get the ad revenue, baby. I don't give a fuck.
I just noticed that Jay put not affiliated with OCWFED in the title of the YouTube video where this is airing.
Yeah, does it have a Turmoil logo? No, right? It shouldn't have a Turmoil logo, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah,
no, it doesn't.
His daddy is paying money for his little baby boy, who assaulted him, by the way, to have his little advertisement. How much did that advertisement cost anyway? Basically, to get advertising here, it costs a lot of money to begin with. I was just talking. And then to actually film a commercial with little baby boy, his dad gonna run out of money sooner or later, and this man gonna be out the broke. And guess what? We still not hiring your ass. So keep making your nasty commercials. Keep walking with your little underwears and your little perfumes that ain't selling much, and do what you gotta do. Don't give a fuck. Get out of my face. And you keep paying them. Keep giving a commercial. Good. Pay them ad revenues, baby. Keep give us some more commercials. Ain't my money, motherfucker. You paying me. He's paying me more for this contract to get on TV, to get on the pay-per-view, brother. That's what he's doing. He's paying me. That's amazing. He's giving me money, and he wants a job. Cock Tui, fuck out my face. Anybody got thoughts for this? No, right? Get out. Moving on.
No. It was like great. Like puts him over, keeps his presence aware.
There's no presence. He ain't present here. He's not here. He don't work here no more.
There are three more segments, Jay.
We're making great time, man. What's the next one?
And we're gonna start with the last blacksmith. Huge
Thanks for the
pops
follow,
in the viewing party.
TKW Live.
Huge pops.
Is that I don't know what you just cheered at that 100 points. That's what it was. Shout out to cheering because not many people cheer. Don't even know what that is.
Hey,
thanks, B. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Tuckwa.
Yeah, TKWA 4. Fuck you, TKWA 4 Life with I'm the guy who does the painting or whatever. Don't worry about it, TKWA for life, because Twitch is gonna take about 80% of that because fuck small creators. Anyway, back to the action.
The last blacksmith.
Yes. Blacksmith is so out of pocket. I love this stupid
I
little
only want to
Italian
hear
man.
what Wrex has to say.
Go ahead, Wrex. I love him so much.
If this entire thing is leading up to fucking Solomon Kane coming out to see a horse stop again, like Lishan all over again, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I hope fucking Solomon gets
month-long build up for a horse stomp and then leave.
Colin said in the chat, segment of the night, but like fuck's sake, if there's a way to find a balance, if there's a way to use Discord segments and treat them like their social media comments, this was the way to do it. Like all of the court shit that he peppered in here, man, every single one popped me more than the previous.
Bro, poorly cropped Discord.
Yes, yeah. That's his whole appeal, and he gets it.
Oh my God.
the appeal, every promo he cuts is made 110% more fun because he barely knows English. He just scraps it together based on shit he heard on YouTube, and it makes everything just excellent. And he did the same thing here. He Googled how do I screenshot something and then put it in a video, and it was amazing. And then the Solomon Kane stuff at the end, like, yeah, there was no surprise. It is Solomon Kane.
You can tell
make jokes about the fact he's wearing
tattoo.
Yeah, you kind of, if you have tattoos, don't wear a cutoff shirt and try and be mysterious. No, but it's super intentional because he's fired from OCW. Like, that's his contractual status. He's in a legal battle with them. So his face can't be shown.
Oh my god.
But like, so it's supposed to be known who it is. It's supposed to be obvious.
Shit.
And all the stuff they're doing around it is just amazing. I'm such a fan. Segment of the night for sure.
Poorly cropped Discord comments in your video.
And this guy, and you know what? This is so shitty because I feel like we're like, this is the least technically sound segment of the night. There's no quality in this at all. It's all the
only horse can put in the bare minimum effort that makes total sense.
It's all the bottom of the barrel, technically wise, and it's still so fun. It's like, that's what I mean. Like, you don't need to be a video editing master to like be entertaining.
Fuck me.
God damn.
Once I saw it, I was like, wait a minute, why is that? And he just kept, I was like, oh, I fucking lost my mind. And then the text was mad quick.
Funny.
I love Horse so much. It was
great.
No,
I will say your text is way too fast.
No, it was great.
Like,
I was able
if
to
you
keep
want us
up
to
with it.
read, if you want us to read your broken English, you got to keep it on screen for a little bit longer.
Nah, he's not. Like I said, he's not here long.
That would be my
He got to
only
be in and out.
complaint.
He's not a boat captain. He got places to be, baby.
You're right. He's not a boat captain.
All I want now.
I see my line to go home.
Yeah, all I wanted him is to fucking horse stomp fucking Kane with his little motorcycle helmet, send him packing, and we good. What's the next segment? We're wrapping up.
I'm just glad I got the blacksmith rub at Resolution.
You got the blacksmith rub at Resolution.
Yeah, we got two more. So the next one we have is Empress Returns.
Oh god, I want to talk about this one, but we don't have much time.
This is huge.
Fucking.
No, we got plenty. We
don't.
There's only two segments. We have 2 segments left. We got 20 minutes. Let's do it.
No, you don't have 20 minutes. You have fucking like 2 minutes or.
I got 20 minutes.
Okay, good. Then we got time. Fucking. There was ghosting, but it was a well done fucking like that entrance. I've never seen an entrance, so just the way she calmly walks into the ring from the top, fucking
with the pointing to the contract. Fucking god! You know from the minute she points at the paper, like what is coming, and you just said groaning the whole time.
The fact that she walked straight into the ring without going under the rope. It popped me like.
Oh, when she stepped over the rope.
Yeah, it just popped.
Huge pop.
I don't know why. It just fucking. It took me the fuck out. And
it's a power move. Yeah, that's why.
Hello, bitches. After everything I've done, I'm back.
And so Jay, so like, since we're just talking about it right now, like the minute that she says, oh, I got somebody who's gonna like stand, like everybody in the fucking world, everybody in viewing party, there's people in chat who aren't in viewing party, everybody knows Spider's coming out. They play the old Sentai hair theme, they play the old, and we're like, what? And then no, it's Spider anyway. It's such a fuck you to the fans. I love it so much.
There's too much to unpack for this whole fucking segment because let's not forget she just starts throwing shade. What happened? She said when she got fired, the famine, plague, wars, children were
yeah. It's like she didn't miss a beat from being carried out of Las Vegas to showing up. She didn't miss a fucking beat.
Riot's broken family.
She's unbelievable. I can't deal with it.
And that stupid hat.
It's so big, and she's trying to like be serious with it the whole time.
Oh, there's a fucking role play on the web show that's gonna be fucking amazing. By the way. There's a role play that it took me to fuck out, straight the fuck out.
I'll be doing the words for this because I imagine there are a lot.
God, no, she there's a lot. So she fucking the whole speech, and then she said, "What did she say?" She said, "If Dupree think he's gonna waddle into."
Yeah, he's gonna waddle into Lucian. I think. Hey, I gotta say that there was all of the tech segments had like some of the best jokes of the night. Like there's so many fish comments. Like the best insults on this show were in the tech segments, not the voice promo segments.
No, she had a couple lines. Jason, can I call you Jason? Jason, fucking stupid.
Can I call Jason? Can I call you Jason? Jason.
Fucking bitch. And she
The delivery.
She called me. She fucking called me a misogynist. What a pig. I meant to mention that. I'm so glad she worked in the discourse, but not making her the main event. As a reasonable explanation as to why she's still around. I'm not.
There is no better way to do it. Like
I'm not.
Like pulling that from real life and being like, oh yeah, that was in my contract. I just didn't say it until now. It's such a shitty thing to do. And it's perfect.
I hate everything
I love
about
it so much.
I hate everything about it. Now there's a co-GM and fucking spot. Hey, it couldn't be worse, and it somehow got worse. And
hey, I said it. I said it in viewing party, Jay. If I wasn't getting a tag team title match before, I sure am now because I got a guy in the front office to help me out.
He's the blue one, right? Oh, what happened?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it was like, why does Spider look different? I'm like, he's wearing shoes.
Spider's got my back, bro.
Why does Spider look different? He's wearing shoes.
Oh no.
Wrex, your thoughts? Anything?
Where's the meat here when you need it?
Oh my fucking god! Anything to add, Wrex?
No, not clever. You got everything.
I'm still thinking when she said Dupree waddled. It was just so fucking. Like she was just.
It's out of pocket.
It's
from start to finish.
It's exactly.
And it has been since she took over.
This is fucking. I hate this so much. This is the way. I can't wait to see what happens. I can't wait to see what happens with thing. We got to move on. Yes, we do. Fuck this bitch.
We got one more. We got one more segment. The final segment.
Yeah, I wish it was a
we
web
already
show
talked
segment.
about all the matches.
I wish it was a web show
Tony
segment.
Everett
and
Paul Pugh.
Yes. The dialogue in this is really fucking super pro wrestling. I love the dialogue a lot. And the references to Doc and how they both came up and everything. And so as always, you know, who's don't talk. So I'm like, oh, okay. Because he was like, oh, I'm going to team up with Tony. He's like, I'm going to take him to the top. And I'm like, well, he's already a champ. He's like, it doesn't matter, you pig. So I'm like, okay, so this is solidifying it or whatever. I legitimately thought, like, oh, okay. Well, actually, no, I thought they were going to either solidify because based on him, I'm like, oh, maybe Dan's going to attack Tony. When the opposite happened, I was like, oh, shit. And then he just fucking beats the shit out of him by monologuing. Like, continually just beating the fuck out of this old man while villain monologuing. He's like, he's dead already. Stop it. He's like, and also, bang, bang, bang. You think I'm fucking need you? I don't need you, you piece of garbage. Whatever. You want to pick Doc? That's fine. Bang, bang, bang. And furthermore, blah, 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 blah. Bang, bang, bang. And don't forget about the. He did like fucking. He just beat this old man senseless. Who? Wrex, Jake, go. Fuck.
Like you said, it was very pro wrestling. It's exactly what it should have been. Fucking Paul thinking he's got someone new to latch onto. Everett's like, nah, fuck you.
Everett's like, you didn't pick me first, bitch.
I don't fucking need you anymore.
He's like, you didn't pick me back then. I don't need you now. Bang, bang, bang. and then he wears white. I don't like this motherfucker. He's a pro wrestler. He's wearing white. I gotta get color, my man. Gotta get color, brother.
I got to make sure it shows. Get me a white suit now.
Give me a white shirt, you pig.
I've not got enough time to bleach my hair blonde to shit.
Jake.
Yeah, it's another great example of being so amazingly self-aware because Dan knows the perception and reputation he has. So to play into that here and to like be like, oh, I'm so super important. I have an ego that I'm gonna put you over, same way I put over Doc 5 years ago. Like to just because I actually got sucked into this as a fan. Like I was actually angry initially. I'm like, because he comes out and they did the handshake thing and Pew's like, oh, I'm gonna give you the rub same way I did Doc. And I'm like, bro, he don't need your fucking rub. You need his rub. Why don't you get on his level? And then they shake. I was actually mad at first. And then when the like I wasn't even reading the dialogue because I was so mad at the decision. And then the swerve happens where he's beating the shit and he's just bumping up with the mic. He's like, yeah, I got you, motherfucker. I don't need you. You need me. Like all that shit. Oh my God. Chef's kiss. So perfect. It's part of taking personal inventory and being self-aware. He understood how people perceived him and he used it to tell a beautiful story. And now, and it actually makes sense in the sense of kayfabe as well, because since becoming the New Deal, Antonio Everett has had this kind of separate persona where he's like, it's my time now. I'm not putting other people over. Like it's me. So it fits so perfectly on both fronts. You want to talk about a meta, you want to talk about backstage, it worked there. You want to talk about a kayfabe on screen, it worked there. This is the way to blur the lines and do it well. I don't know where this is going. I don't know. I don't know if it's Tony versus Paul Pugh. We never got that match. Nope. I don't know what the deal is, but fuck if I'm not invested.
That's
Great
the thing.
job.
I don't know, but from like skill standpoint, if it does wind up being Tony versus Pugh, like Tony's really fucking good and really fucking aggressive. He's gonna he'll beat the fuck out of Pugh. So
yeah, we need Pugh to not dance in front of his opponent and taunt so he can lose on purpose like he did against Nate.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Pussy.
Won't you fucking hey, he didn't do that against fucking Harvey, you fucking asshole.
You're right. He didn't. That's why I'm disappointed in him.
Why am I defending? See, I can't do this. He won't defend me.
That's right. No, you did this. You did this in the Rex match too. I'm like, that was garbage, and you're like, it's kid ego.
No,
I'm like, no, bro, it's garbage.
No, I didn't do it.
You picked up on it later.
In the Rex match, it's awful.
It's always later, but you don't need to defend him right now. What's going to come from this is going to tell that story. I mean, I'm the biggest Paul Pugh fan on the planet. So you can defend him all you want.
Fuck you.
I love Paul Pugh. And I love Antonio Everett.
Oh, man.
So whatever's happening here is going to be
whatever happened doesn't matter because he got color, brother. I got color on my sleeve.
He did. Anybody that wears white, it's such a nice touch. It's the little things that make me erect. I appreciate it.
It was like I said, I match-wise, this show was fucking bonkers, but like every match delivered. It felt a little longer too because of the way some segments ran, but really good. It was cool show. So I ain't got no complaints.
Nature of the beast.
It'd be like that sometimes. It's like an extended turmoil. And the funny thing is, this only came out to be 3 hours and 8 minutes. So it's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Much better than
a celebration of turmoil.
Yeah,
to be
good.
Sure.
And before we wrap it up, like I put a little thing in the actual web show, but yeah, to see where turmoil has come from, like, back in the early 2000s, where it was what it was, and then to be in the 2015, 2016, 2016 era where it was dog shit because of certain factors and certain people who were dog shit, to see where it's at now, because of guys like the Hoos, because of fucking the Turmoil 4, Rex, B17, Austin Lee,
Invictus.
Yeah, well, I call him the Turmoil 4, but yeah, it's B17, Rex, Austin Lee, and Trance. That's the four. Those are the people that put up Turmoil in 2018. Once we had a ejection of cancerous cells or whatever. So ever since then, that shit's been on point like a needle. And then even after that, like everybody's been just kicking. Like it went from this ostracized environment to fucking something that's really good. And the fact that all three of the, Austin Lee's a legend, B17 is going to be one, Trance is one, Rex is going to be one. Like, it's good. It's just good to see that once you get rid of certain shitty elements, things can thrive and blossom. And 5 years later, these motherfuckers are fucking bringing out the house. Wrex
And Jay,
what?
and I have to put them over more because that shit, that core, that foundation is what makes people like me. I know, but I'm telling you from my personal experience, that shit, all that Invictus did, all those names you just mentioned to put over Turmoil are the reason the Xbox people pop over. Like, I don't buy a PlayStation to unlock that side of the roster without their effort. So like, you can talk about all the negative stuff and all the cheat and all of the shit that happened, but like the resolve for those four specifically, and like there's a lot of others that go into it, but those four specifically, Code Jackman, I would mention.
Oh yeah, and you can even put a little bit of lift to Jackmo too, and Cass also.
Exactly, Jackmo's
Cass.
great, but no, I think Cass was on Turmoil before,
definitely,
but like, yeah, for sure, but like all of that effort to revive it and make it something that people want to be a part of. Like, I saw that shit go down when I was a rookie, and I'm like, I want to be a part of that, and that's such a big compliment for them, I think. Not me specifically, but like everybody else you see, like other people are getting PlayStation. Like, I sent Court a PlayStation because everybody just wants to be on this shit.
And B17 sent one to fucking KD back in the day.
Right. Like, everybody wants to be a part of this.
Just kidding. I love that.
Everybody wants to be a part of this, and it's because they are putting their best foot forward.
But even like I said, even now that we're like dual console mostly. But yeah, no, it's like they don't understand where we came from. So like that's why I have to emphasize that. Again, like I said, that core, Austin, Trance, B17, Wrex, it's beautiful to see. So I'm just happy. I'm elated. It was a good fucking show. A little long in the tooth, but definitely cool. And we'll probably see you motherfuckers in 5 years. I'll probably have arthritis even more than whatever. Yeah. But it'd be like that.
See you for Turmoil 400.
Yeah, right.
Jay.
I'll fucking be gray as shit, right? Turmoil 400. Anyway, closing thoughts, Wrex. Any thoughts you want to add?
Yeah, I know. Shut up.
Iron brew.
I need a beer for this fish.
I was here from day one. I used to smell like pee. Now I'm a champion. Suck my dick, everybody.
I don't think I've gotten enough compliments so far, quite frankly.
I'm good at the game now. Where are my fucking flowers, you son of a bitch?
My feet. This wouldn't exist without me.
Without me.
No, it was a perfect little fucking a good what's the word now? Milestone.
It was a celebration of Turmoil.
Yeah, exactly. It was a perfect milestone. 100 episodes. Here's the next 100.
We're ready to go. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
Hell yeah! Here's to the next 100.
Anything else to add, Jake?
That's all I got, baby.
All right, everybody, enjoy your fucking Sunday because we're actually done. We got done in good time. Maybe this will be the format moving forward. Thank you so much. Join us next Friday for Riot. What is it, 608, 607? I can't remember.
607.
607, Riot, 607 on Friday. Back to our usual schedule. God, I got so much work I got to do. 7:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. Thanks so much for joining for Turmoil 300. God bless. Have a great weekend. The podcast will be up on YouTube and Twitch, and everything else will be up on Twitch and YouTube. Blah, 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 blah. From myself, Wrex, and Quartz, Jake Allen, everybody in between, Hayden, myself, blah, blah, blah. We'll see you next week. Bye.